Alrighty, Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the second Friday of this week because Wednesday was the first. Sometimes our numbers we just don't like, because of the illiquidity. We had Thanksgiving yesterday in the United States. It's the birth date of free markets and free people and religious freedom across the United States, and that's what that is really all about. They were celebrating their success of not passing on from the tough weathers in 1618 with William Bradford and the Pilgrims. And so I always look at this holiday in particular really reflecting capitalism in America. And that's the way I see it. And a lot of others do, but the media doesn't, of course, because they don't like capitalism, and they're more of into the socialism and the rainbow type of things, that unicorns, magic, pretend, all good, that type of thing. But anyway, that's where we're at. And so it's a long weekend here in the United States, very long. It goes on, today the NFL teams there's going to be an NFL game even in, the NFL football, American football, and the exchange closes early, and they didn't do night trading and a lot of stuff already. Bonds, stock indices, gold, silver, they were trading. And then a lot of the domestic contracts, obviously stocks were not trading, and even this morning they're just kind of sloppy and no good clean direction. So we always call this the second Friday, and it's a very shortened Friday, no less. So here we go. You can see there the dollar index kind of pressing down. You can see it's trying, let's put it that way. Over on the beta this morning, let's see where the beta is, right there. I think that is literally, what is that? That could be, yeah, see that's that's Wednesday's close. That's what they're reflecting on there. Now let's go take a look at it on the other platform and see if they are putting some trades into the system. I'm sure they are somewhere, and that's usually the way it rolls around here too. Let's see, there's the dollar. Now the spot currencies are much more accurate, more consistent, as you can see. There you go. So there is, what's that, the 23rd, 22nd, 21st, and the 20th. Okay, so they got that all filled in, and it looks like we've been in a buy for a couple of days. It's trying to move down. Interest rates, they did run them in the overnight session. Took interest rates up a little bit, nothing major. It's just your classic type of action that's going on. I don't see any. Oh, there you go. We got Mr. L. Looks good. How you doing, Mr. L? Looks good. I like that. Yeah, I think you're missing a D there, but let's go. Let's trade. Well, let's take a look at, as I said, you can see some of the stock indices, or in this case here, the dollar index is reflecting. Some are not. It's back and forth with this whole thing. So what we'll do is we'll tune in and take a look at the euro this morning. Let's see what the euro, because the spot currency is so much more involved this time of the year. And so, so maybe, what we'll do is we'll be able to see that. Let's see. Let me look for something here at the same time. Looking for my phone in case I need that. No, not there. All right, we'll find it later on. All right, so let's get that going. Let's see. Let's take a look at the yen this morning. I'm sorry, the euro this morning. Let's see what the euro looks like. Right there. And let's see if they're even trading the futures. They're probably trading the futures contract on it. So we'll look at it on the beta first, and then drift over to the cash itself, and we'll put the cash up on J4X. Let's do that, and that's the weekly up there too, the weekly, and like so. What do we got here? That was the weekly on the futures contract. What are they reflecting there? They are reflecting 24th and 23rd. They were trading that overnight electronically. That's cool. Let's get the euro up on the screen right there. And the euro, what is that? That is moving down. What do we got? We've got, let's put it up over here. Now I have the euro lifting up this morning at 109.25, and it's actually piercing. Let's show you that. It's piercing right there. It's trying to pierce through the zero line. See it right there? So after 2 days in the sell, back into the buy, still in that weekly buy from last week, and as far as we're concerned, to a great extent, more than likely, obviously it's another week of a buy. That's what it comes down to. I'm fine, thank you. Good. Greetings from Uruguay. Oh, interesting. So how about Uruguay? Great. How about Argentina's elections, huh? Bringing capitalism back to South America. Way to go. Socialism will only make you poor. There's the classic saying that's so true, and that is that you can only spend other people's money so much, and then after that it runs out. So we're happy to see that Argentina has gone back to capitalism. It's a good thing, People do better that way. Yeah, that's a topic. Argentine it was a real success, wasn't it? Yeah, they need people really like the idea of being able to eat food and live in good shelters and live a more peaceful life. Capitalism does that. Socialism basically tries to take everything from somebody else and give it to you, and then that's stealing. Anyhow, you can see here the euro lifting up. You know what I wanted to look at, and I don't know if they have the future going, but over on the beta, I can get the real. There's very few places you can get the Brazilian real. I wonder what that has done for the Brazilian real. That's a 6L. Let's see if we can find that, because I was curious. I hadn't looked, and there it is right there. And what do we got there? Yep, that's the 22nd. They're not showing us anything more than let's see, the real. You can't see the Brazilian real. Check this out right there. There's the Brazilian real, and it's in a sell for a couple days. And I guess that's a dollar real, so that should be kind of good. I'd assume. In other words, if the real comes down, it's been in a weekly buy for like 6 weeks now. So we'll see. Maybe this is going to be a good thing all the way around. Yeah, just capitalism in general is very good. The more companies, more competition, the better. It's when you have that tight stuff, the socialism and the fascism and the communism, where they almost limit growth. They just don't want any growth. It's interesting, strange, but interesting. One size fits all, they believe. Everybody wear the same size shoes. Everybody wear the same size shirt. Maybe they'll make 2 shirts, 2 sizes. And maybe for women, they'll make 3. Who knows? All right. But there you can see on the euro. The euro is looking good. Cable looked the same way. I was kind of impressed with the cable. The cable's looking very strong also. Not really trying to give it up. Matter of fact, it didn't even go into the sell for those last few days. Let's put the cable up on the screen here. And there is the cable right there. Cable's been firm, very firm. Not sure what's going on over there because, one day they make sense, the next day they don't make any sense whatsoever over in England. It seems to bounce back and forth. You can see here on the J4X, look at all those green hinkies. Just like here, just strength. We've been in the buy since, where have we been in the buy? We've been in the buy since right there. Where's that green line? Where did our green line go? Let's see if we can find a green line. Let's steal one of these green lines. Just move that over like that. There we are. So there's the, and then where's our weekly at? I don't even see our weekly line. That disappeared too. Let's put that in. So it's been in a weekly buy for 4 full weeks. It's been in a daily buy for 10, 11 days, something like that. Let's take a look and see again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The reason why it's not in a sell right here, because we are a green and a red on the dots. And so, see, most of the time are a green or a red, but when they're both together, it neutralizes the position. So you can see here the strength has still been there, and it's still climbing up and looking very healthy. What else can we say about the cable? like I said, it's very curious to see the strength that we're seeing out of it. And I'm always happy about it. I always think that the Commonwealth is, like the second biggest. Well, I guess you could say the Commonwealth is the second largest economic system in the world. But the largest kind of like, and then you got, it's kind of like a battle between the European Union and the Commonwealth, because the Commonwealth has over 2 billion people in it, and with the average income of around, I think it's like $14 or $15,000 a year. You're talking about Nigeria, you're talking about Canada, you're talking about South Africa, you're talking about Australia, you're talking about Kenya. You're talking about, let's see, who else is in there? New Zealand. You're looking at Ireland, Northern Ireland. You're looking at, there's so many Commonwealth countries that are all connected together, and so it's always in my mind, I'm always trying to figure out which ones. The European Union has more per capita dollar, and then the Commonwealth of all those countries, because they're not geographically connected together, has a higher population and trading partnership. And then you have like Japan, and from Japan you have kind of, you go to China. I guess China's number 4 or 5 or 6, something like that. They're more like a colony of America. It's kind of a little odd. The whole story of China is odd, because they treat, they have $300 billion a year in income from the United States. If anybody had $300 billion of income coming into the United States, they'd be pretty damn happy. That's a lot of do-re-mi. So that it's always confusing to me trying to define who's the second most powerful, but it definitely bounces between the European Union, definitely geographically, and then third is like the Commonwealth. That's the, as far as I can tell, that's the second, or that's the third, and then I think it's Japan, and then from Japan it kind of bounces over to, I think it's China. It's hard to say because there's a fixed currency there, so you can't really measure very accurately. We know one thing for sure: they get $300 billion a year from the United States, so that's a pretty big nut, So that's a big help for them to grow and function and so forth, receiving that much money and opportunity, that type of thing. So it's always a challenge in my head. Oh, hey, Giannis, I see you there. Let's see what's going on with Giannis this morning. Let's take a look and see. Looky. All right, let's see. Giannis says hi. Hey, we're in the middle of our 4-day holiday because of the birth of capitalism, free markets, free people, and religious freedom. William Bradford and the Pilgrims in 1618 starts off the Thanksgiving. And so to me, it's the beginning. Adam Smith, Ben Franklin, 150, almost 160 years later, Declaration of Independence. It's, and then another 10 years or 8 years, we get the Constitution of the United States. So this 4-day weekend is basically the birth of it all, the birth of capitalism and social and religious freedom and free markets with free people. All right, and Yano says, let's see, and the dollar. Okay, let's check that out. Let's check out the S&P 500. Let's see what the S&P is looking like this morning. And not there. We'll go right there, like so. There we go. And there it is right there. There's the S&P 500. You can see it's still hanging tight in there. Kind of interesting. I was really surprised. I keep on thinking like they might put a little pressure on it, but not so far, which is really curious. And then from there, you can see the weekly is really high. The fast algorithm is not even touching the manifold, so there's a lot of strength in there still. Take a quick look at the intraday. You can see how this was the holiday. That's the whole day there. Yesterday, and it's quiet now even. And even when you go over and look at, go into look at the 2000 tick chart. You can see here it's the same thing. It's been really docile. Very docile. Usually by now it's way over there. It's not, because people are moving slowly along. All right, so that is that. Now let's go check out. Let me close this and let's go put AMD up there and see what AMD looks like. And we'll put it up over on the beta too. Where's the beta? We have AMD on the beta, so let's put it on there, and then we'll go dig it up on the other platform. And there it is right there. And there's the AMD on, I guess it was Wednesday, which I like to call Wednesday Friday. It's in a buy for 3 days. You can see that long 10 weeks in a weekly buy, no problem there. Then let's put it up over here. Let's get it up on this platform. Right there. There we go. And here it comes. Then that's the AMD. Showing lots of strength in there. I guess they figured they're going to benefit from the Nevada situation, the China situation, so forth and so on. Now, that's interesting. Is that they're giving us a quote right now, and they're taking it down at the moment. No, wait a minute. No, that's Nevada. Let's put AMD in there. Oh, you can't see that. Here, let's check out Nevada this morning. They're driving that down more. Just a little bit, not a lot, but they're driving it down. It's trading in the 79 area, 479. Now let's get the AMD in there. Right there, there's AMD. AMD a little bit down from Wednesday that is. Trading in the $121 area, 121.75. And the same situation, you see, been in a weekly buy for a while in there. It's been, let's see, where's it? It started the weekly buy right here, right there, and right around the $99 area. I guess it is something like that. And then it's been in that weekly buy since. Went into the daily buy right here on the 31st of October, and it's been in a daily buy. Oh, it slipped into a sell for 1 day, and then went back into the buy again. So we've got something like what is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days up to the 121, 22-ish area, and then goes into a sell for a day. Can't take it because of this. It just tells you to take some profits. Then it throws you right back into the daily buy at the 119-ish area, and drove it up onto last Wednesday, which I like to call Friday, up to 124.77. And today it's trading, it's settled at 122.61, and we're trading about a little less than $1 underneath at 121.75. So there's the AM of D. We got the NVO. What is that? Case, the anti-fat drug matter. NV. Is that a stock? NVO? I can look it up. I know I ask a lot about that. What am I looking at today? Okay, cool. NVO. Let's find NVO. NVO. Let's put it in the Microsoft spot. NVO. And we'll just double check the symbol. Let's see. Let me do this first. Let me check the symbol on it so I get the right symbol the first time. Right there. NVO. NVO. Oh. What is that? That is Nova. Oh, okay, is that okay? It's a $104 stock, Nova Nordisk. Okay, cool. AS, excellent. All right, now let's see if we can get it up on the screen here for you. And we go and instrument and look and put that in, because I don't think we've ever looked at that before. So add a symbol. There we are. NVO. Look up. And I know I can get it on my beta, that's for sure, because I just checked to see where it's, I can get, okay, there we are. It's a New York listing, too. I think it's in New York. No, wait a minute. Yeah, it's a New York listing. Excellent. Okay, MVO. There we go. Add. Okay. And now we'll just put this in. Close. And here it comes. NVO. Huh. Excellent. Here it comes. Trading at 103.26. Put it up in here. NVO. And there's the weekly. Close. There we are. And there's the MVO. You can see it's trying to climb into a weekly buy this week. It's been in a weekly. You know, it's interesting. Look at that. It's been in a weekly buy from this right in here. What is that? That's the 980. What's that? 93 area. 93 area. So, and it went into that. It was in the daily buy, like right there. Let's move these lines around so we can see them. We're going to move them over like so, like that. Then it went into the sell there, right here. Went into the sell. Move that back one over, right like that. Went back into the buy for one trade or two? Two trades right there. Let's grab this sell right there. Then it went back into a sell right there. Then we went back into a buy right there. And then we went back into a sell right there. We'll steal that buy. And that went into a buy right, not there, right there. And then if that was a loser, how about that? That went right that. I guess because we were battling our way into a weekly sell down in here too. And then so we went into the weekly buy right there. Let's put that line in where they both cut through the manifold right there. There we are. And then we went to the weekly sell right there. And put that in like so. And now we're battling to get back into the weekly buy in this product. Interesting. And we're in a daily buy for the last couple days. Let's move that. Let's steal that green right there and just put it right that. And we'll just widen that up over. There we are. So there's the action we got going on right there. Now I want to put it into my beta because, you know, the beta seems to be. My brother asked where to put his savings now since he has finished building his new family home. Oh, dollar cost average. Let's see. Oh, Yano says, I was glad you said something about that VIX. I could have sworn I put the Dow up there a couple days ago, you know, but the VIX was up there. I don't know where I am at sometimes in my head, but you know, on the weekend when I do that. But I was happy that you mentioned that the VIX on the LinkedIn was not matching up. I'm glad you did that. That's really cool. All right, now let me put MV. I want to put MV. I want to put that into my beta and see what it looks like. NVO. NVO. Save. All right. Now we'll get rid of that, like so. Let's see. Let's go like this. Let's minimize that, and let's go do the home on this. Then I'll answer the rest of your questions. I want to see. Come on, go up. There we are. Go like that. Home. Spin. And then let's go find NVO. It's probably down at the bottom. There it is. And here it comes on the screen here. And let's show you that too at the same time. There we are. And there's NVO. It's been in a buy for 3 days. Is it as choppy or is it better? That's what I want. That's what I'm curious about. It did go into the sell, but it went into the sell 2 weeks ago, not 3 weeks ago, not 1 week. So it went into a sell. That's why I like about our new beta, Janos. That's what's so good about it. Have your brother sign in for the new beta, will you? You know, definitely. Look at that. It went into the weekly sell 2 weeks ago. And then last week it jumped into it's been in a buy for 1 full week already. Whereas over on our platform here, as you can see on the one we're using, which is, you know, great, but our beta is even better now. You can see right there, it went into the sell 1 week ago and is going into the buy this week. And then when we go look at it on our beta platform, it's picking this stuff up even faster. I mean, this is another one. 16 out of 17. The only one that's got me concerned is the gold. where gold seems to be fighting to go into a weekly sell. Matter of fact, it's in a weekly sell for a whole week. And let's see if I put that up there. That's what's bothering me about gold. It really has me concerned because the beta picks up things a little bit faster than the other platform. See, there's a second week in the weekly sell. And they're putting a little pressure on it today, but not enough. See if this is a top more. At first we thought it was a base, but I'm not sure. So anyway, that's the MVO. Let me see. Do you have anything else? We can show you more stuff. Oh, there you go. You got VIX. Manus, how you doing? Okay, now NVO. We took care of that. See, 2 or 3 years holding. Yeah, dollar cost averaging. Yeah, excellent. That MVO looks good. My brother asked where put. Okay, yeah, that's a goodie. It looks like the VIX has been too long in a sell. Let's take a look at the VIX through the beta. Yeah, the VIX is a lagging. You know how they define things as like lagging indicators and leading indicators. The Federal Reserve and so forth. They do that in economic terms by the Labor Bureau of Statistics in the United States, and then in the Market Technicians Association, they have indicators that they call lagging indicators and leading indicators. To me, the VIX is always a lagging indicator. It's not a leading indicator. I always see it as a lagging indicator. Mike Santoli from Yahoo Finance, I taught him how to understand volatility for a bunch of years. I would communicate with him about it. And he does. If you want to listen to somebody on the Talking Heads, he's one of the good ones that talks about volatility because he follows my volatility. So that's the head of finance at Yahoo Finance. But yeah, there is the look at that. It's been in a weekly sell. A daily sell for a ton, like 18 or 19 days, in a weekly sell for 5 full weeks. The VIX is just not. Let's see if we can put it up on the screen here this morning. If I go like this and then go like this, and this is what I put over in there last night for you on the LinkedIn. Let's see, where's it at? Right there. There it is. Yeah, see there. That's the, it's been in the sell for 4 solid weeks on that platform and 5 on the beta. Where's the beta? Let's get back to the beta. Get rid of that. And the beta, it's 5 full weeks. See, I'm really trusting the beta. The beta is really picking up a lot of good data, doing a lot of good work. We've tightened up the mathematics on it a little bit more, and it's even more accurate than the platform we use now, which is really wild. And like I said, the only thing that's making me nervous with the gold is I'm in a second week of a sell in the beta. Are they going to just like drop out of nowhere? Or is it going to like clean itself up? And there's a, look, the math is usually right 8.6 out of 10 times. Is that the 1.4 going on right there? Maybe. I don't know. I'm confused by it. So, Manus, how you doing? So Jan says, it looks like the VIX, okay, it could soon move higher and cause a retracement of the market. Awful hard to do. There's too much capital on the sidelines. It's going to take literally a astronomical collapse of something. In other words, the sun in the sky is going to have to start spraying more CME, corona mass ejections. The markets always used to follow the mass ejections from the sun. When it happened, a couple of days later, the markets would back off right after about 24 to 48 hours after it happened. But with quantitative easing, it doesn't work that way anymore. So, it's a whole different thing there. And that's why the VIX and so forth doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. It makes sense to me. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of other people. Let's see, all dollar pair. Let's see, Yana says it could soon move higher and cause. No, let's see. That would push the dollar up. Yeah, they're not going to really. Right now, they're not. With quantitative easing. Look, quantitative easing is the most horrible thing to ever happen to the financial system on our planet, and it was because of politicians bankrupting the planet. With pretending to know finance. And so. I mean, I could go into that, and this is the holiday to talk about it. Get rid of the socialism, go back to the capitalism. The world economies will be better. The world economy, Europe doesn't grow because of the socialism. I mean, it's, look at Poland compared to the rest of the Europe, or Czech Republic or Slovakia, where they're trying to practice capitalism, or Hungary, they're practicing capitalism, and their economies are stronger. Go look at overall, like the southern states, as they call them, like Spain, Portugal, Italy, and so forth. They're fighting to get back to free markets and free people. But it's hard, because people have some really strange ideas. Big move, all connected. See, he's a mechanic. Don't his mind and our algo system. Well, see, you could share it. Remember, you can't sign into it because of your business, your company. But, and Latvia, there is a phrase in Latvia, translates to let us all things there actually names. Quantitative easing equals money printing. Exactly. It's a disaster. It is wrecking world economy. That's what it does. It wrecks world economy. So, at this point, just looking at the beta, what's this? This is the VIX, right? Yeah, this is the VIX. So, even the VIX can't reflect very well what's going on. And you know what? Here, let's take a look at this. Look at the 30-year bond in the United States. They took it down over the holiday a little bit. Or they're doing it now, let's put it that way. Right there. You can see the pressure on it on, that's 2 days. Look, they're doing all kinds of goofy things with it. And it's just, let's fix this and see if we can get that cleaned up a little bit. Settings. Let's see, where is it at? Let's go to default. There we are. Let's put that up over there. And what is that reflecting? That is reflecting, that's Friday, right? So then we go like this, and we put in today. So let's put today in now. And the bonds, look, the bond traders have it in their heads now. There it goes, and that cleans it up. You see they're having some pressure on it right now. See that pressure right there. So, it's just, quantitative easing distorts fundamentals. Those videos you made, are basically identifying the issues with the fundamentals, how they don't exist and they don't function right anymore. And that's really the problem. And quantitative easing has really been death to the world economy. And can you imagine, Lloyd's of London is gone. I mean, Deutsche Bank basically non-existent. I mean, there are major companies that were around forever that are basically just shells. Merrill Lynch is owned by Bank of America. I mean, they've all fallen apart. They're just not doing anything positive whatsoever. So, and it's all because of quantitative easing. It worked. The idea was fine. I had no problem with the initial concept of quantitative easing. It made sense. The problem is it should have ended in 2010. It should have never been allowed. It's going on to this day. It should have never, ever been allowed to go on for more than 2 or 3 years. That's it. And instead, what it's done is it's just turned it into one big, foolish situation. And it makes everything look stupid. And, they print money. And, QE is basically hiding reality. And it should have ended. It should have ended going into the like 2 years in. It should have never ever been allowed to keep on going. So, all right, that's and pretty much that's what QE false. QE is a false concept. Long term, that's what it really comes down to. All right. So, that's where we're at. All right. From there, where do we go from there? Okay, there's Giannis. Each cash people fault or do not get it rehired. Yeah. I agree with you. Now, I see messed up. I see, but the people let us all call things their actual names. But quantitative easing, money printing. Yep, exactly. But the people just switched firms. Yeah, exactly. That's all they did. So the same incompetent people. Yeah, you're dead right. The same incompetent people are still running things. Exactly. My mind still can't comprehend the absurdity of it. I know they bankrupted the planet from it. Each crashed. The people that were at fault did not spot it and get rehired. Exactly. Some idiot at HR thinks years of experience fucking up is good. I know. Another phrase for you: experience doesn't always come with wisdom. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, you know what it is? The experience, it's the track record. When your track record is so upside down and it doesn't have any value, that's the real problem. That is the real problem. And that is what is needed basically is to clean that mess up, and it's not happening. And so it's that is really where the problem is. That is really where the problem is. And that's what needs to be changed. And that's why the markets, it gives us what it does. It gives the socialists room to function. That's what it does. And so they think that they can borrow from future generations to live now. And it should be the other way around. It should be future generations getting the benefit. Instead, they're robbing our children. That's what they're doing. They're robbing our children. And they see that as healthy or normal. It's like they're out of their minds. They are totally out of their minds. It just blows my mind that they're that stupid, and there's no stopping them because they just piss money away like it means nothing, and it's so sad, It is so sad. What else we got going on here? We got the let's where we were doing currencies. Let's see. Great as selling themselves in negotiations. Borrowing from tomorrow to invest in the future is okay, but not spending on it and trivial things. Exactly. Oh yeah. It is one ugly adventure, and there's no stopping it until Trump started to dismantle it. He had some people fighting him, and unfortunately that is the fact of life, And so we'll see this play out a little bit more. There's no doubt about that. But what we're really looking at more than anything else is that it has turned. Let's put it this way: when I was young on Wall Street in the 70s and the 80s, we never wanted to make the world. We never wanted to make the world believe that we were going to be irresponsible. We thought that we'd get less investment in America. People would, move away from investing in America, trusting the dollar, and so we fought forever to hold the dollar up through action. In other words, our debt to growth ratio stayed the same. We tried not, even when we had deficits, they're not our deficits now, as big as it is not that bad. We can grow out of it. It's just that Biden has taken it into a whole new realm. $6 trillion of debt for the 3 years he's been president. It's insane. Just totally insane. That's $2 trillion a year. And he keeps on telling everybody that he's lowered the deficit. And the deficit's gone up $6 trillion. And he keeps on telling people, and the media keeps on pretending that it's real. That it's played that way. It's like, are you kidding me? Have you lost your mind? I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. They've lost their mind. So, all right, borrowing from tomorrow. I heard that Biden intends to legalize weed to get dope smokers. Heard about that. Yeah, it's legal in something like I don't know, 30 or 40 states. It's like it's legal in like 35 states now. So it's not. It's what he's trying to do is make it so that they can invest in it, not anything more than that. That's all it is. See, the federal law stops the marijuana companies from putting their money in banks. They have to actually just take the cash and put it in vaults. So when you go to one of the marijuana stores, they'll only take cash. Is that what it is? Yeah. They'll only take cash or a Mac card. But the credit card companies can't you can't buy it with a credit card. So that's what the whole issue is about. That's what he's trying to legalize. Nothing more than that, because there's so many places there it's legal for years now. You know, you can. As a matter of fact, in some states you can do cocaine and heroin and all the rest of it. It's all legal now. So, all right, let's. Where'd we leave off? We were looking at the. What were we looking at? We were looking at the British pound, which is acting really firm, which is kind of surprising. But let's go check it out. Let's go to the Swiss. Now there's the Swiss. You can see the Swiss kind of pushing down, you know, having that weakness still. The dollar is still losing against it. You know, in other words, the euro, the cable, Swiss, you know, gaining against the dollar. We're seeing that weakness there. Let's put it up on J4X. Right there. Let's see what else we got going on here. Then let's take a look at the yen. There's the yen. Yen's is kind of baffling. It's in a second day of a buy. It went in there yesterday. I don't trust these numbers because of the holiday, but you can see here we're flirting with the weekly sell. So we'll have to see how that plays out. There's the zero line right there. So we're just underneath it. So they're going to have to do one or the other in the next 5 or 6 hours and snap that puppy back up, or maybe finally Japan is going to feel some relief. Maybe, you know, maybe. Let's see what else can I say about that. I guess that's about it with the Japan thing. Over on, let's go to the Great Experiment. They closed another all-time high yesterday. I don't know why it looks like that. Let's give it a spin. There we are. There's the Euro-Turkish Lira pairs trade, and they punched that thing yesterday up. Did they give us the 33? No, they didn't give us the 33. They got to 32.22, and the closing high yesterday, all-time high. Today, trading up around the closing all-time high again. We had a green and a red there, so it's still in the buy. And we're in that weekly buy on the Turkish lira and not letting go. So it is voters and the lobbyists. Yeah, pretty much. But it's, you know, the country feels that you shouldn't criminalize marijuana. And, you know, and medical marijuana should be, you know, more legal. So it's not that far-fetched, you know what I mean? It's not like outside the standard. You know, it's, you know, I think it hurts alcohol sales. So it's not like they're not picking up markets, and you should see the stocks. The stocks get clocked. Let me show you one of the number one stocks in. Let's see if we can put it up on here. Open. Check this out. This is one of the number one stocks in the marijuana business. You know, you can trade their stocks, but they can't. Credit cards companies can't accept payments from marijuana stores. Here, let me show you. This is the number one. This stock has been, I think, up to like $70 a share. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. And this is the biggest. I guess they're the Canadian American company. And let's put it up on the screen here. No, I think that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I think that's it. No, that's not it. Let's find it again. Close. Yes. Now here, check this out. This is like one of the number one marijuana companies for years now. You know, 5, 6 years, 7 years. Matter of fact, the former Speaker of the House is a partner in it, and you know they got their money out of it. And here it is, right? It's not there either. It's in another platform file. Close. Yes. All right, I'll find it. Here it comes. And wait till you see it. The high is something like $70 a share, and I think it's trading at 50 cents a share now. So it's off almost 100%. It's almost basically bankrupt in price, but it survives because it has income, and it's CDC, and is that what it's, or CGC, CG, and I will just look at that like that, and that's $1.10. Now that stock used to trade. There's $1.80. That stock used to trade at. I don't even go back that far. Let's see if we can put it up on another screen. We'll put it up on the Yahoo Finance. Wait till you see this. It cracks me up. It's just like, there it is. CGC. Enter. It's called Canopy Growth Corporation, or Cannabis Growth. That's what it is. It's trading at. Let's put it up on the screen here. Right there. And there it is right there. And let's go to a maximum chart. And okay, so the high is something like $50 a share, and it was trading up there. Back that's back in 2014. So it's been trading for a while because a lot of states have legalized it, and then it played, and now it's trading at 57 cents. It's under $1. So it's basically 100% off of its value. It's what a chaotic disaster. Matter of fact, I'll put the full screen up. Let's see, max right there, like that. There it is. And you can see there it was up over 50. It was almost $60 a share. And now it's trading at half $1. So, they overpriced these companies. They were overpriced. They just overpriced them all. My volume lobbyist. Let's see. Manis, I hope I don't annoy you. You're not annoying me. You didn't even ask anything. Yesterday with the volume profile? No. Did you see I made a title yesterday? Matter of fact, that's what we called yesterday's title. We actually did that. That was no problem. We like questions, Manis. We like questions. That's no problem. Yeah, that was the title of our webinar yesterday. You helped us have a title for the webinar. And it was looking at a volume profile versus brackets and pivots. That was great. Thanks, Janos. I appreciate that. And let's see. My son is going to contact them again and try to connect our platform to Dukascopy. And then we should talk about what Dukascopy gets out of it. I think Dukascopy should be allowed to offer, clients the use of it. That type of thing. Maybe you guys want to charge for it or something like that, or do whatever you want to do with it. Because if I'm going to collect data from you guys for free, then I say that you guys control it and give it to your best clients and let them use it. We'll figure something like that out. Live trading with Doc. Yeah, volume. There it is. Volume profile versus brackets and pivots. Exactly, Manis. That's cool. Very cool. So we were happy that you did it. No, I'm always glad to look at anything. There's a lot. Look, there's a lot of great technical tools out there. In the beginning, we used to call this algo wars, algorithmic wars. I wanted to battle with other technicians, do it right here live on Dukascopy. Because in the States they won't let it go on. And so in other words, just show market technicians battling with their techniques of trading live and documenting it on the videos, and it's great for everybody. Free markets, free people. Live trading. Tell your son, since the data is free and Dukascopy does not make money on it, nobody here cares for the quality of the service. Okay, maybe he can write an email describing what we need and offer, and offering pay. Just mention me so that they know that I ain't that useless. Oh, definitely. We'll talk about that, Giannis. That's a good idea. No, we'll include you into it. Yeah, definitely. So it makes it look that you brought the idea to me, and we're introducing it to Dukascopy. That's how it worked. That's the truth. It's live on video. It's the truth, Janos. You're the good guy in there. You wear the white hat. Yes, indeed. The cowboy with the white hat on. That's right. The good guy. All right. So, no, Manus, it was great. You have anything else? Go for it. We'll go after it. We're running out of time today, but definitely. So, anyway, there is the Turkish lira, or what we like to call the Great Experiment, going after an all-time high. And let's put it back in there like so. There it is. And let's see, what do we got going on from there? Let's go over to the South African rand right there. It's still lifting up. It is shaking me. I don't understand, because I'm concerned about the way the beta keeps on representing gold. I'm really concerned about that. I'm worried that they're going to smash gold on us out of nowhere. There is gold right there on the beta. And it's down a little bit, nothing major. And maybe it's end of the year pressure on the upside. And you can see there's another week in the sell. This is the only product that's not ahead of the curve. Or is it? Is it telling us something we don't know? I think it is. That's what's making me concerned about it. Let's see what else we got going on there. And so there is the South African. Let's get the South African rand up on the J4X. So it clarifies the action. See that? All that strength there usually knocks the metals down. And so let's put it up over here. And we'll put, where's that at? Let's put it right there. And there is the gold. And, it's just hanging around, just not really. It's breaking down a little bit there. You can see that, but nothing real. It's playing with the weekly, but not real. I mean, in other words, it's not touching it and going through it yet. You can see here silver keeps on trying to go into weekly sells. And maybe it's it could be just literally the time of the year. That's what it could be. Oh, yeah, man, it's no problem at all. We always say around here that there are no dumb questions in trading. There are only a long answer or a short answer. That's all it comes down to. In your case, it turned it into a webinar. Your questions and your examples that we searched and worked on made it like literally part of a whole webinar. I mean, it's a lot of sophisticated conversation. I love pivots. Pivots are a great tool. Volume ratio and brackets, very fascinating. Very fascinating. Great work. There's a whole CQG. That's it. CQG is a trading platform. It was invented because of brackets, and just like what the volume profile is. Matter of fact, CQG might be volume profile. They look like brackets to me. So it could literally be that. And they're coordinating it better than probably before. But CQG was a major trading platform, a major technical analysis platform back in the 80s. And they developed it. I guess it was 80, 86, 87, 88 off of the Board of Trade and the CBOE too, both of them. So no, it was a great thing. I think we're going to get out of here, traders. Let's see. Let's just take a look at platinum. There's platinum working its way down, putting some pressure on it again. Again, I'm concerned about the metals complex, but it might be just literally the end of the year. That's what's doing it, creating all this excitement. And then from there, we take a look at the copper. This is like looking at the gold of China. It's in a sell for a second day, but it's in weekly buys. There's going to be a real sloppy action over the next couple of days, the way things play out. So, anyhow, already got a title for today's webinar. It's right there. I'm going to shoot it over to Janos, and that is it's the one we talked about, and that is that QE false concept long term. I mean, that's what the way I feel about it, and I have a lot of issues about it. It hurts. It's definitely hurting the world economy. It's not helping it. It did a good job of stabilizing it. It was wonderful that they stabilized the world economy with it. But in the end result is that it should have stopped, decades ago or it should have stopped in 2010, 11, something like that. After a couple years, it should have been it. Should have been government policy. Instead, they just the socialists saw it as opportunity to keep on spending more money. So, anyway, this is Doc from North America. We're out of here. We'll catch you all on Monday, TGIM. And remember, traders, the United States is pretty much closed in the next 3.5 hours. So, is it 3.5 hours? Yeah. 4 hours. 4.5 hours. So, they're going to shut down the markets. So, all right. Catch us all. Same time, same channel. Everybody have safe, smart weekend. Let's see. People have to ask for stuff here. Exactly. Yep, exactly. They have to communicate with us.